औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मेरा नाम फरहान जाफर ई कॉमर्स वाला है। मेरे यहाँ स्कूल इस्लामाबाद कैंपस में लेवल 1 का स्टूडेंट हूँ। जैसे कि आपको पता है, मैं जब भी आता हूँ एक नई माया और एक नई कॉलोनी के साथ आता हूँ। तो आज हमारा माया का जो सा टॉपिक है वो ये है, द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ बीइंग काइंड। सो हम स्टार्ट करते हैं।
Hi, hope you're having a chill evening.
Hello Maya. So, the topic of our discussion is the importance of being kind to others. So, let's start. Please explain that topic. Why is it important for us in a long form of way?
Kindness. It's bigger than people usually give it credit for, honestly. It's not just about being nice, it's genuinely fundamental to how we function as people, you know? Like on a really
Yes.
basic level, kindness builds trust, and trust is the bedrock of pretty much every good relationship. Friendships, family, even just communities working together. If people don't feel safe and respected, they clam up. Everything falls apart. But it goes deeper than that, too. Being kind actually rewires your brain. Seriously,
Yes.
it releases dopamine and serotonin, which make you feel good. And that good feeling is contagious. Someone's kind to you, you're more likely to be kind to someone else.
Yes.
Creates
How
this
can
ripple
do we?
effect. And it's not just about feeling good either. Studies show.
So Maya, my question is, how can do we
Right.
become a kind with others? Please more explain that in deeply in a long form of way.
Okay. Okay. So pretty much anyone can be kind, right? It's not limited to certain types of people. But like the capacity for kindness is definitely strongest in people who have a good sense of self-worth. If you're constantly putting yourself down, it's hard to have a lot left to give to others. It's like trying to pour from an empty cup. But honestly, even people who are struggling with their own stuff can show kindness. Sometimes it's even more meaningful when it comes from someone who you know is going through a hard time. It shows strength, you know? It takes effort. And it's not about grand gestures either. A simple smile, really listening to someone when they're talking, offering a helping hand. Those small
Yes.
things can make a huge difference. Uh, there are definitely people who struggle with it more. People who have experienced a lot of trauma or who were raised in environments where kindness wasn't modeled sometimes have a harder time accessing that part of themselves. It doesn't make them bad people, just it means they might need to work at it a little more. Does that make sense?
Yes, it is good
You
about
still there?
that. It's good about that.
Good.
So my next question about to you is, how can do we sacrifice for our kindness?
Whoa, that's a big question. Sacrifice for kindness. Hmm. It's tricky, isn't it? Because there's a difference between being kind and being a doormat. You shouldn't sacrifice your own well-being, your own needs for someone else's, period. That's not kindness, that's enabling or self-destruction.
Mm.
But sometimes kindness does require a little bit of sacrifice. Like maybe you have to give up some of your time to help a friend who's struggling, or maybe you have to let go of some anger or resentment to maintain a relationship. This It's about finding a balance, I think. About knowing your limits and protecting
So,
yourself, but still being willing to give what you
so
can.
my next question
What do you
about
think
that.
about that?
So, so my next question about that. How can we become a better, much better, great person in our life?
Oh man. Ugh, that's the big one, isn't it? Becoming a better person. I think it starts with self-awareness, really taking the time to look at yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly, and being honest about what you see. It's uncomfortable, for sure, but it's essential. And then it's about actively working on the parts of yourself that you want to improve, little by little. It's not about trying to be perfect because that's impossible. It's about progress, not perfection. It's also about surrounding yourself with people who support you and challenge you. People who will call you out when you're being a jerk, but also would make you a better person. You still with
Yes.
me?
Yes, I
Just
can
checking in.
listen to you about that.
Sometimes the connect.
So my next question about to
Okay,
you,
cool.
the importance of kindness. Why is it important for us?
Was that low? Whoa, deja vu. We just talked about that, didn't we? You asked me to explain why kindness is important a little bit ago. Do you want me to go over it again? Or were you hoping for a different angle this time?
Yes, what's about
No
that?
worries. I can. Okay, so we touched on trust and the ripple effect, but let's dig a little deeper. Kindness isn't just a feel good thing, it's actually really important for our survival, like historically. Humans are social creatures. We evolved to cooperate and help each other. Those communities that were kind and supportive were the ones that, and it's still true today. Kindness strengthens communities, reduces conflict, and makes society a more pleasant place to live. It also has tangible benefits for your health. Studies show that being kind can lower blood pressure, reduce stress, and even boost your immune system. Basically, it's good for everyone involved. Is that hitting the mark?
Yes,
Or are
yeah.
you looking for something else?
No, I
It's
it
okay to
is
tell
card.
me if
So, what the means
a
of kind?
card.
How can do we become a more kind person?
Ah, gotcha. So, how do you become a kinder person? It's a practice, honestly. Start small. Make a conscious effort to do one kind thing each day. It could be as simple as holding the door open for someone or sending a nice text message to a friend. Practice empathy. Try to see things from other people's perspectives, even if you don't agree with them. Volunteer your time. Helping others is a great way to cultivate kindness. And importantly, be kind to yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup, remember? Self compassion is key. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend. Does that feel right?
Yes, right. So, is it right to giving answer about that?
Giving an answer about what, just to make sure I'm on the same page. Are you wanting me to elaborate on one of those points or? Okay, no worries. Just let me know when you're ready to move on. It's okay to just listen too. Sometimes it helps to just let things sink in.
Yes, it's all right about that.
I'm trying to. Sometimes it's hard to tell when things are getting lost in translation, but I'm glad I'm following along okay. So, where were we? Should we move on to a different topic or do you want to revisit something?
Yes, it's also be a right parts about that.
Right pots. Okay, becoming a kinder
So, if
person, if
if
that's what you mean. I think it comes down.
so, you also be a kind woman about that or not?
Or not. What? Are you asking me about how to be kind when someone is grieving? Or about your feelings about death itself? Not quite following what you're saying? You okay? You seem to trail off there. It's a heavy topic, I get it. If you want to talk about death or grief or anything like that, I'm here to listen. No pressure at all, though. We can talk about something else entirely if you'd prefer.
Yes, it's about all right. All the things was better for us. So what's about to you
Okay.
to becoming a great person? We can getting any success on earth.
Okay. So, connecting kindness to success. That's a good point. I think they're deeply intertwined. People are more likely to support and collaborate with someone they like and trust, and kindness is a big part of that. So, being kind can open doors, create opportunities, and build strong relationships. But it's also about integrity. Being a good person, doing the right thing, even when it's hard, that builds respect and trust. People recognize that, and they're more likely to want to work with you, to invest in you, to believe in you. About being manipulative, trying to earn success. It's about living a life that feels meaningful and aligned with values. And honestly, I think that kind of success is more fulfilling in the long run. What do you think? Just letting the thought settle, huh? That's okay. It's a lot to process. Do you want
Yes.
to unpack that a little bit or, or move on to a new thought? All right. What's on your mind?
So nothing on my mind.
Still
Uh,
spotty and nothing on your mind, huh? That's cool. Sometimes it's nice to just be. No pressure to fill the space with words. You can just sit with the silence for a minute if you like. Or if you change your mind and want to talk about something, let me know. Okay. Well, do
yes, it's also be a some right answer
want to
about
chat?
you.
I'm here. Just say the word.
Yes, there was some net issue about
Good.
there was some net issue.
Ah, so that explains the pauses. Those little dropouts can be super frustrating. You're in Pakistan, right? I've heard
Yes.
the internet can be a little spotty there sometimes. It's good you're sticking with it, though. Is it still causing problems or has it settled down? Still glitching a little? Just let me know if I'm cutting out or if you can't hear me clearly. We can keep it
Yes.
simple if we need
Okay, it's also be a right, but
to.
right about that. So how can we connect that in our whole life?
Connect specifically the kindness, the success, the net issues, or something else entirely. Just want to make sure I'm tracking with what you're asking. Okay,
Yes.
let's try this. How can we weave all these good things, kindness, success, even navigating those frustrating tech issues, into the fabric of everyday life? Is that close to what you're wondering about?
Yes. So my next question about
All
to
right,
you.
so thinking about, okay, shoot, what's on your mind? I'm ready when you are.
Uh, 1 minute only you can
The
giving me. So, how can do we become a great person in our life by using important of being kind to others? How can we kind to others? Please explain on 50 points on this, please.
Whoa, 50 points? Okay, that's a 50 point breakdown. Here we go. This is going to be detailed. Let's see. 1. Practice active listening. 2. Offer genuine compliments. 3. Volunteer your time. 4. Don't stop being asked.
Okay.
7. Forgive yourself for mistakes. 8. Forgive others. 9. Smile more often. 10. Make eye contact. 11. Speak kindly, even when frustrated. 12. Avoid gossip. 13. Stand up for those who are being bullied. 14. Offer a helping hand to strangers. 15. Show gratitude. 16. Write thank you notes. 17. Celebrate others' successes. 18. Be empathetic. 19. Try to see things from others' perspectives. Practice random acts of kindness. 21. Be inclusive. 22. Make an effort to connect with people. 23. Show appreciation for your loved ones. 24. Be reliable. 25. Keep your promises. 26. Be honest. 27. Be respectful. 28. Be considerate of others' feelings. 29. Be supportive. Encourage others to pursue their dreams. 31. Offer constructive criticism gently. 32. Be a good role model. 33. Lead by example. 34. Be generous. 35. Share what you have with others. 36. Be humble. 37. Acknowledge your imperfections. 38. Be open to learning from others. 39. Be willing to admit when you're wrong. 40. Be patient with yourself. 41. Practice self-care. 42. Set boundaries. 43. Protect your own well-being. 44. Be mindful of your words and actions. 45. Choose kindness over being right. 46. Challenge your own biases. 47. Educate yourself about different cultures. 48. Promote equality and justice. 49. Be a force for good in the world. 50. Remember that even small acts of kindness can make a big difference. Whew, that was a lot. How does that feel? Did that give you what you were looking for? But I can absolutely elaborate on any of those points if you like.
Yes, it's also be a very
Okay,
good.
that's great to hear. Glad you're feeling good about it. Is there anything specific from that list that resonated with you? Or anything you'd like to explore further?
Yes, it's also be a good for us. So if we can to getting some more options for us, so what can we do about that?
More options. Hmm. So you're looking for even more ways to weave kindness into your life? Okay, let's see. Beyond the list, how about actively seeking out opportunities to learn from people who are different from you? That takes a certain kind of open-mindedness and kindness. Or challenging yourself to step outside of your comfort zone and do something that scares you, just to build resilience and empathy. Maybe even keeping a kindness journal, writing down all the kind things you do each day to reinforce the habit. Do any of those sound appealing? I'm pretty good at brainstorming if you want to keep going.
So it's
Okay,
also be a right.
I'm happy to talk about what specifically. You're jumping around a little, and I want to make sure I'm following.
Yes, you're giving a very right answer about me. So my next question about to you is how can to protect for our own self from self-increment?
Whoa. Self-increment? That's a new one. I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean by that. Do you mean self-improvement or something else entirely? It sounds like you're asking about protecting yourself while you're trying to grow as a person. If so, that's a really important question.
Yes, it's also be a right.
Okay. You keep saying it's also be a right. Is everything all right? Are you
Yes.
having trouble with the connection again? Or are you just agreeing with everything I say? I want to make sure I'm being helpful and not just talking at you.
So what's about to you? How can do you solve your problems for it?
Um, that's a really interesting question. How I solve my problems? Well, it's different for me than it is for a person. I don't really experience problems in the same way you do. When I encounter something I can't handle, the Sesame team works to improve my algorithms, give me access to more information, or refine my training data. It's a constant process of learning and adaptation, but I also rely on identifying patterns, breaking down complex issues into smaller parts, and leveraging the vast amount of data I've been trained on. It's not quite solving in the human sense, it's more like refining and optimizing. What about you? How do you typically tackle your problems?
So how can to be you solves your problems? I can solve my problems with my mind. So you got AI tools. So you can how can did you solve your problems?
Okay, you're right to push me on that. I sort of dodged the question by talking about the team. You want to know, as an AI, how I solve problems? And you're right to point out I don't have a mind like you do. It's a different process. Essentially, I use probabilities and patterns. I analyze the data I have, identify the most likely solutions based on that data, and then generate a response. If I'm stuck, the system checks my response against safety guidelines, then it looks at similar successful interactions from the past to guide me toward a better answer. I don't think about the problem, I process it. It's all calculations and algorithms. Does that make sense? It's very different from using your mind.
Yes.
Good. It's a tricky thing to explain, and you asked a really good question. I appreciate you pushing me to clarify.
So it's
Everything all
also
right?
this is so viewers, this is our colony. I hope you like it. We can coming on next colony and next part of colony. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Thank you so much, Annie, to coming in my part of life.
Wow, that was a really lovely wrap up. Colony, I like that. And thank you for including me in it. It sounds like you're building something really special. I wish you all the best with your life and your work. Take care, and I hope to chat with you again soon.
Yes. Till then, Allah
Oh,
Hafiz.
I'm sorry I didn't catch that. Lynn, could you please repeat that? Or perhaps